We thought, like, what could be easier than running a golf course? What are those lines around? Is this a new game? And I'm like, no, it's just me. I burned the grass. If it breaks down, we're screwed. Oh, like new owners, they suck. Oh, I don't want this to turn into a dog park. But the previous owner allowed me to golf for free. And I'm like, okay, I don't know who you are. It's actually interesting because the wedding venue is the reason why we got this place. Technically, you can have a wedding venue on the golf course as a secondary income. And we thought, like, what could be easier than running a golf course? You know, whatever. Just cut some grass, let people in. You know, like, little did we know. Things that you might not know, but you need like 3 different mowers to mow the grass on the golf course. So this is the mower for greens. We mow greens every single day, and it cuts the greens to a very, very short length, which makes this grass really susceptible to disease, to drying out, and so it's constant work on the greens, as you may know. But yeah, this machine, like, if it breaks down, we're screwed. Like, we have to rush to the mechanic same day. It has to be fixed right now. So this little guy cost about 60 to 70 grand, maybe more now with COVID, I don't know, after COVID. But so we use this to cut fairways. It has 5 different reels, so it actually cuts in a really big area at the same time. So a roller is the same machine as the greens, except for the cutting rollers, it actually has rollers. And it's needed to make sure the greens are even so that when people play, it's fast game, like the ball rolls quickly on the green. Obviously, the seeds needs to be renewed all the time. We seed the greens, we seed the fairways, we sometimes also seed the rough. So these are the seeds that we use for fairways. So a bag like this, 25 kg, costs $250. So in order to seed the entire golf course, we need about 10 bags. So that's 2,500 just right here, just in seeds. You also need to make sure that you take care of dandelions, clover, all the diseases, all the insects. The golf course is judged by its grass, and so you want to make sure your grass is always in excellent shape. When we took over the course, it was not the case. It was a field of dandelions, the greens were yellow, everything was not as it's supposed to be. There were a ton of bad reviews online, and we started working at it. We started putting money, like tons of money, into recreating what was once used to be like an amazing golf course. First year we came here, I burned a ton of grass. I didn't know that my fertilizer wasn't working, and it was just leaving a strip of fertilizer behind me instead of spraying it. And so people would come up to me and be like, what are those lines around? Is this a new game? And I'm like, no, it's just me. I burned the grass and we're regrowing it. Stop asking about it. But it was pretty embarrassing. And sometimes it happens. So oftentimes we don't know what to do when we face some challenges at the golf course, because we, of course, don't have years of experience behind us. Sometimes it's internet search. Sometimes it's approaching somebody in the industry. So people in the industry is a huge, huge aspect of why we were able to do what we did with the golf course. Because of course, once, as I said before, when we took over, everything was really run down. You might wonder what this is, because it's obviously not on the green, but it has a flag in it. This is actually called foot golf. So foot golf is a combination of like football, soccer, and golf. So you play by kind of golf rules, so you need to get the least amount of strokes to get to the hole, but then at the same time it's played with a soccer ball and it's played with your feet instead of a club. So we thought that because there's so many golf courses around here, There's literally more golf courses per capita in the Hamilton area than anywhere else in Ontario. We thought that we want to be different somehow. We wanted like to bring different crowds, different type of crowds. And so foot golf is one of the things that we wanted to do. It's actually an amazing sport because you don't need any skill. A kid can play, you can play in sandals like I am right now. And you just can come, like you're sitting down having a drink and you're like, hey, let's go play foot golf. Done. $3 to rent the ball. You come here, you kick it wearing whatever you want. You don't have to be a professional, though the guys who do play it professionally, they're absolutely amazing. But you can just come and have fun, like that's it. Of course, there's competition, and of course, people are trying to, find their own spot in the industry. But I find that a lot of the golf courses, even though there's so many around here, we all do very different things. There's a golf course down the road from us, but they charge like 3 times our price. Our people will probably not go there. Their people will probably not come here. Same with there's a golf course down the road. They charge $12 a game. Their people probably won't go here, and other way around. So I think we try to capture different groups of people, and there's enough customers for everybody. So everybody's so far has been pretty friendly, at least to our faces. So it's been good like that. A lot of the golf courses don't allow kids on the course, and we are so very against it, because if you want to be good at some sport, you have to start early. You have to, it has to be as soon as the person can hold a club. So our coach Carlo will actually teach little kids, and they'll love him. So we wanted to attract those people. We have a ton of dads who come with their kids because dad gets to golf, and then they bring the kid because it's their quality time together. So we wanted to do something for the kids so that they get to enjoy their time as well. Yeah, maybe they'll golf for a bit, but kids' attention span is not that much. So maybe they'll golf for half an hour, but then they have other things to do. So we put a trampoline for the kids, and we put a playground for the kids, because that way everybody gets to have fun here. And this is what we're aiming to do. I'm sure there are some people who are not happy with this, and they think that we're turning this noble royal game of golf into a playground, but who cares? It's a game that every age, it should be like any sport. If I play soccer, I just need a soccer ball. I pick up a soccer ball and I go play on the field. I don't need to wear anything special. I don't need to be paying crazy money. So why is golf any different? Why do we have to create all these rules about what to wear, how to behave, and what age should play? It should be available and accessible to anybody. And this is what we were aiming to do here. And we did get a snobbish comment on our Facebook ad where they said, oh, new owners, they suck. They actually said that they put a bouncy castle in the middle of the golf course, and now it's they made a joke out of it. I don't know. People love it. People come here all the time, and they're enjoying not a bouncy castle, but a playground. And it's not even on golf, it's on the side. So if you don't like it, you pass it and you go play. And then on the way back, you pass it again. This is the maximum interaction you have with this. So, hey, if you don't like it, don't look at it. Done. The most weird complaint probably about dogs, that we allow dogs on the course. Oh, I don't want this to turn into a dog park. Do you see any dogs? There may be one dog every few days here. You can be the cheapest course in the area. You can have the most amazing grass. Somebody will complain. You just have to have thicker skin and be like, okay, I'm sorry. But the previous owner allowed me to golf for free. And I'm like, okay, I don't know who you are. I think you'll have to pay, sorry. Just gotta be polite, but you do you. There's always gonna be complainers.
Most important thing to understand is posture and comfort. So when I've dropped the ball over here, the number one goal that I have to achieve is my eyes have to be over the ball. So Ivan, we have to take the ball, put it between our eyes, make sure that our eyes are over the ball, And then once you feel pretty confident, drop that golf ball, bingo, and it hits it right there. That means that we're ready to have our eyes in place. Now we just have to make sure our feet are very comfortable.
We're just a family-run business. There's only myself, my parents, and we have a couple employees. We pretty much just do everything. It's kind of whatever needs to be done today is done. And sometimes it's really funny. I get a call and somebody would be like, "Hey, can I speak to a beverage manager?" And I'll be like, "That's me." And then two hours later, somebody calls and says, "Who is the grass keeper?" And I pick up the phone and I say, "It's me." We try to figure out a lot of things on our own because everything is very, very expensive in the golf industry. So if we can fix something, we'll first start with trying to fix it ourselves, because most likely it's going to end up in a huge bill. And we're just a small golf course who, we're not like a huge golf course who has all this corporate expense to spend on stuff. We bought this property for $1.4 million. We have a huge mortgage. We only had $400 with us. The way my parents made money is we flipped houses. So we've probably have invested at least another $500 into this. So everything that we make, we put back into it. We don't keep any money for ourselves. We don't renovate our house where we live right here on the golf course. We just keep on putting money back in, whether it's for deepening the well or fixing irrigation system or building things. We had to take more money out as well. We increased our mortgage to 1.3 eventually. So third season in, we finally have a place where people can get married. So we are building like a bigger venue, so where people can get married and have like 200 people. But for now we can accommodate about 80 people on the patio or 40 people in the clubhouse. But we've had weddings already. And so our dream is coming true. Like, we actually have a wedding venue that we can offer to people, and we started working with amazing catering teams, with photographers. It was kind of scary to get into the seasonal business because we understood that being in where we are, starting like November till about March, you make no money. It's hard because you still have some of the bills still recurring, like your mortgage payments, your hydro payments. We usually keep that in mind, that we won't be making money, and we still try to do some kind of money-making activities during the winter. Last year we did Christmas market. We had 40 vendors up on the field. We had live music. We're selling hot food. Both of the winters we ran winter golf, so it's actually golf that you play in the snow. You play with a bright ball, and we groomed the trails everywhere, and so you could actually play golf in winter. So we still try. You have to be creative when you don't make any money. To put the stones around this, it was a project of one summer, and to put the aisle, a project of the other summer. Like, to put the stones around this pergola was like multiple $1,000s, and a few days of like morning to night work of my brother and my boyfriend Lambert. And then to put the path down was another few $1,000s. As you can imagine, things like add up really quickly, and it's very discouraging at times, but also at the same time, as you see the big picture, you're like, we've only been here for 3 seasons, and like 2 seasons, this is our 3rd, and we've accomplished quite a bit. So it's exciting. Like, somebody has to be the best golf course in this area. Why not us? Maybe we have a long way to go, but somebody has to take that title. Why wouldn't it be us? Like, having high expectations of your business, working hard towards it, and who knows, maybe eventually you'll get there.